I was looking through the new legendary creatures from Commander Legends and was trying to decide what I wanted to build next when it hit me. Bane, Lord of Darkness, is an underrated and powerful commander, and I was hit with a sudden inspiration. Hate Bears. Sure, I could do some sort of Esper Aristocrats deck with lots of card draw and counterspell support, but where's the fun in that? Bears, for those who don't know, are a reference to grizzly bears, a vanilla 2/2 for 2 first printed in Alpha. Ever since then, the term has come to apply to any 2/2 creature for 2 mana. Now, not every creature in this deck is a 2/2, but almost all of them have 2 power. Hate Bears is an archetype that relies on small creatures with stacks effects. Our win con is playing board wipes that ruin our opponent's boards, while leaving ours mostly intact. We slow the game down by making spells more expensive, making it harder for creatures to attack, or other mean things that Commander players hate. We are an Esper after all. Expect villainy. Quick note, this is not a budget deck. I did try to keep every card under $50, but the deck wound up being just over $500. I felt that since I was going for a meme this time, I didn't want to be restricted by the budget. Bane, Lord of Darkness is a 4-mana 5/2 legendary god. That sounds a bit silly to say, doesn't it? Legendary god? Aren't gods supposed to be legendary by default? Anyway, Bane gains indestructible if our life is less than or equal to half our starting life total. Additionally, whenever another non-token creature we control dies, target opponent may have us draw a card. If they don't, we can put a creature card from our hand onto the battlefield, so long as it has the same or less power than the creature that died. Now, that trigger seems like it would work great in Aristocrats, but I figure we can get enough of our creatures to die just by swinging at our opponents. 2/2s aren't very big, especially in Commander, but our opponents know that if they block and kill one of them, we may put something nastier or stacksier on the board. But before we get into our deck, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Quick note, I mentioned that almost every creature in our library has exactly 2 power. There are a lot of really good creatures in Esper that I wanted to include but wound up cutting. If you think that was a mistake, leave a comment below. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I've been pleased with the growth I've experienced so far. So let's take a look at our bears. They serve all kinds of functions, so let's break them down into categories. To start, we have our stacks effect in Grand Abolisher, Lavinia Azorius Renegade, Leonin Arbiter, Thalia Guardian of Thraben, Tithe Taker, Unsettled Mariner, Archon of Emeria, Aven Mindcensor, Kinjali's Sunwing, Redain God of the Worthy, Vryn Wingmare, and Windborn Muse. For bears that destroy stuff, we've got Bounty Agent, War Priest of Thune, and Skyclave Apparition. To help protect our stuff, or to counter our opponent's stuff, we have Kadina's Silencer, Selfless Spirit, Whitemane Lion, and Kira, Great Glass Spinner. For card advantage, there's Charming Prince, Dark Confidant, Null Priest of Oblivion, Bygone Bishop, Welcoming Vampire, Timna the Weaver, Doomed Necromancer, Mentor of the Meek, Sephirus of the Hidden Ways, Varagoth Bloody Sire, and Twilight Prophet. For mana ramp, we have Knight of the White Orchid, Burnished Heart, and Priest of Gix. Our all-around good cards consist of Thieving Skydiver, Draena Liberator of Malakir, Combal Consul of Allocation, and Thief of Sanity. Finally, though Teysa Karlov normally appears in Aristocrats decks, she does double Bane's trigger. Now, we do have 2 more creatures in the deck that aren't bears, but I just felt like putting them in. Laisa, Forgotten Archangel, and Sun Titan both serve the same purpose. Remember, the goal of this deck is to swing out and beat our opponents down the old-fashioned way, and both of these are great at bringing our creatures back from our graveyard. For more stacks effects, we've got Dovin Hand of Control and Narset Parter of Bales. Our last Planeswalker is Ashiok Dreamrender, who serves as our first piece of graveyard hate. For additional control and spot removal, we've got Despark, Fracture, Negate, and Disenchant. For board wipes, we've got Austere Command, as well as Dust Dawn. Both of these could be our Sudden I Win cards, depending on the board state. Finally, a Flawless Maneuver to help protect our board if needed. The rest of our mana ramp consists of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Mind Stone, Guild Signets, Talismans, Chromatic Lantern, and Smothering Tithe. Our lands consist of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Arcane Sanctum, Rafine's Tower, 6 fetches, Shocks, Bondlands, Check Lands, Typed Snow Duels, Innistrad Slowlands, Prairie Stream, Sunken Hollow, Caves of Koilos, Bojuka Bog is our second piece of Graveyard Hate, 4 plains, 2 islands, and 2 swamps. So let's take a look at our deck and compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources, split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, right on target. 12 pieces of card advantage. 2 board wipes, both of which double as our Sudden I Win cards. 11 pieces of spot removal plus 6 pieces of protection. And 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate. So, the deck checks every box, but you will be the only person at the table having fun. When everyone else has to spend 2 or 3 extra mana for every spell, you'll be filling the board with creatures and swinging out at them. The deck is aggressive, controlling, and mean. Everything I love about Esper. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. Please remember to like and subscribe, or you can click here for additional Commander content. I post new Commander deck tech videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're looking to support the channel further, you can become a Patreon at patreon.com/Danon, or click the link in the description below. I hope my video brought you some joy today, and I look forward to making more videos in the future. Have a great day.